And hello everybody and welcome back to Arcangulus Gaming. Arcangulus here, bringing you some more Space Engineers Never Surrender. Now last time we were here, we built up the base. As you probably see already, I've made a few modifications and I've already introduced, coming into here, a conveyor into a cargo container to feed our O2 H2 generator. Now, did that in part and parcel with something else that I'm doing. I've also included a walkway leading across to our new bad boy, our modified respawn pod that I'm calling the Locust. As you can see, it's got 10 drill heads on the bottom of it. The only problem with this bad boy is when it's carrying ore, it is a beast to try and get from all the way over there, 500 odd meters away, to over here, which is what, 10 meters away. So what I'm planning to do now is I'm going to add in a bar. Oops. So get the right material, right component. Sorry. Across here. No, I didn't want one there. To create some support. Oh yeah, as you can also see, I also included an industrial cockpit from the Industries pack. As you see, it's taken 8 of these big bad boy large small grid atmospheric thrusters to keep it airborne. I've got 4 lateral and then 3 on the front. Whoops. And then 6 going backwards. So so we've got forward thrust. We've got 6, 3 on the reverse. So we've got quite a few. However, what I'm going to do, the reason why I did this bar, to get back to what I was doing, is I'm going to disconnect this entire array from the Locust. So that what we're going to then do is going to then use a merge block to, whenever we're wanting to reconnect to the drill heads, we're going to use a merge block to then reconnect. Reason why I'm doing this is so that we can escape any pit that we might encounter. So I'll show you what I mean in a little bit, but for now what we're going to do is disconnect this entirely from the Locust itself. So as you can see, we got, if I can get under here, we got the conveyor system going through the heart of the Locust itself. And so probably be easier to show you from down here. So as you can see this line that goes across. That leads into a medium cargo container in belly of the beast here. So what we're going to do is we're going to also have a merge block system. So we are going to go probably about here. Yeah, take out this block here. Now, have we got pistons in here somewhere? No, we don't. So we go into piston. You can see we've got merge blocks at the end here. So what we're going to do, oops, I'm going to colour it correctly. That'll be a good starter for 10. We'll add in 1 there. So what we'll do is we'll have another bar of steel. Let's get it in the right place. Going across here. Or at least we will do. Oh, hold on. What's going on here? Now what we want, actually, I tell a lie. I'm not telling a lie per se, just forgetting what I'm doing. Okay, let's find... Right, so we want one of those there. We'll walk the tightrope across around to here. Get rid of that one there. That'll do. Okay. We'll have this nice run going across like that. So when it merges back on, that will connect to that, because this will all become one unit. So we can now get rid of this. Ooh. So that's all that done. And then all we need to do now is just, was it Control 5? There we go. Add on our merge block on this end. Oh, we're going to need a few more components. Function. Grab one of those. There we go. We've got all the components. That was just by using the middle mouse button, if I haven't already explained that one. Alright, there we go. So, is this one fully built? No, it's not. Whoops, I missed that one. Sorry, guys. So we're going to get sort this project out. I forgot about that one. Because I really want to see this work. You know, I've had this idea since I struggled to get this back to base after doing a test run, or a series of test runs. Huh? Why am I missing? Components were successfully withdrawn. Oh, we had that a minute ago. Weird. Right, there we go. So now we've got our two separate parts. One bit that we can drop into the well, and then you know, fly off with a cargo hold full and redock. So what we're going to do here, for now, we're going to turn all of our systems back on, disconnect. Then we can go into G, and we can go merge block, toggle on and off. So if we go, oh, there we go, it picked it up. It's a bit of a passion crash in there, but we managed to pick it up. We don't seem to have done any damage to ourselves whilst trying to do this job. But yeah, if I now fly forward, we're going to just test this out. This rig is a bit heavy. That's why I just, you know, that's why this system is a good idea. So then we can just press 6. Huh? Oh, okay. I have got some damage. I must have damaged some of the parts in the process. How on earth did I damage these two? And so grievously. let's get that underway. Alright, we're just going to have to do some quick repairs and then try and figure out why this didn't work. Because technically it should have just separated, come loose, and we should just been able to fly away. So, yeah, not entirely sure what happened. Come on. Even with these speed boosters, it still takes forever. Right. Now, technically speaking, that should have just separated. Even across here, it should have just come apart. So, oh, brilliant. So it literally has merged everything together as if they'd never been separated. Or at least that's how it appears right now. So, no, don't want to damage that container. Okay, let's try this. Right, so we've proven a point. Two merged blocks joining together like it, with that sort of bar in between will create a permanent seal. So then you can just delete the merge blocks afterwards. Okay, so let's just go and grab those motors. Finish off this repair job. Okay. I love the way it just sort of drops. Right, so going back to what we were doing before, let's try this again. I'm always running out of steel. I really have no idea how I frequently just run out of steel plate, as I do. As you probably saw there, I've got the word components in like my clipboard, so because I go into that menu so many times, it's ridiculous these days. So this should, in theory, just drop. There we go. Right, so if we turn everything back on. Wrong camera. There we go. Okay, so yeah, we'll leave the lights on, then we can see what we're doing. So we're going to have to come up with a better way of being able to connect this up. And I think the way that we're going to do this is by a series of... What the... Right. Any other damages that I need to repair? No, thankfully. I'll just do one more check. There we go. Okay. Now, what, as I was going to say, is if we add on, where is it? A pair of small connectors. Here and here. Oops. And a pair of small connectors here and here, then that will allow us to feed into the cargo container.
Fuel low.
And we need to go and refuel. Okay.
Fuel critical.
Throw the tank in there. Grab another tank in there. Alright. So, if we then also do a similar thing here, let's repair this, and we re-add in our merge blocks, like one there. And what I'm thinking, simply put, is and again. It's the only problem with using this sort of system. Something bounces around all the time. I don't know why, it just does. Right. So if we have that in the middle, whoops, that like that, $10 billion question is, will it then allow us to connect the two? Do what? Production. We'll do the first one of those. Got to find a better way of being able to get the scrap pack in there. Right. Okay, so that's the first one. Second one. Third one. I'll just grab another one just there. Alright, so basically it says we've got all components now, but I think we've now got more than we need. But more than we need is better not than having not enough. Okay. Now, the $10 billion question is will this work? So what I'm going to do, and yeah, I don't have it in my toolbar at the moment, is under here, button panels, there is one of these, a control panel. And add one of these to this array. I'm going to create a control group. Oh, yeah, I don't want to be in there. Right. So we'll call this the Locust Small Connector 1. Small Connector 2. Actually, if I go... Yes, so that, yeah, it doesn't really matter. Then go there. So we've got a group for small collectors there. We got the drills, and we got I think I'm going to have to actually turn on a light. Sorry. It's getting on to evening, and yeah, here we go. So small one. I'll spend a bit of time. I'll name everything. We won't bother about the drills. Drills are drills. Okay. So, what I'm going to do now is lower this down to the deck. So that I can do similar here. Right, so small connector 1. Now, what did I call this thing? Call that RS RSPP on this one. We'll do the same here. Oops. Meant just to put that in there. Right. So I'm going to take that out of there, but I'm going to put this in another in group 2. So we'll have the merge block on and off, and then the connectors switch lock for now. Right, we'll probably need to do very much similar once we connect the two. Okay. Okay, so far, so good. We've got everything together. There we go. We have it now. We have full independence. So what we're going to do, I'm going to save that, because that was a bit of an old just to get this far. Alright. Oops. And we'll go and now and see if we can mine some more and leave the locust bay, the locust drill array behind whilst we harvest some gold. Now I've already started on a point somewhere around here, so get it lower to the ground. See if I can find my, I think that's it there. Not that one beneath us, but this one here. If I go, you see now the area where I've been working, trying to get to this gold deposit that apparently is 40 meters beneath us. So what I'm going to do is I've rearranged the cockpit in here. I can't remember what was where. I think it was the velocity was on the middle display. There was gravity in the right hand display, and down the bottom was the actual oh god, what do you call it? Artificial horizon. So I'm going to try and line up the artificial horizon and press 7 to switch to the drill array. Try and keep that horizon steady. For some reason it's woo. I should have left it in the in the hole, but looks like now we've got to go in here and let's take that to collect all. And hopefully that's going to move stuff from the drills into here. No, it's not. Why is it not doing that? It's not doing that because I think we needed a pair of sorters. So, we've got two things we could do. Go and get the bits we need, come back and replace parts. Or we can go back to where we were. I mean, we certainly learned something there, that we need to have the a pair of sorters feeding in from both sides to then thrust that into the together and then up into the storage module cargo container, because we need to then be able to separate the ship. Oh, hello, why am I flying and above the gold deposit? Oh well, currently got nothing here. And this is part of the challenge of this build at the moment. Oh, come on. Right, I'm not having that. I'm not having that at all. That was not on. So we're going to go through load. Go back up. Go back to the base. Fortunately, I made that save, because that I was not expecting to happen. This is why I wanted to create that separation between the two parts, so that it'll make it easier to get back to base, drop off the cargo, come back, reconnect, drill down some more, rinse, repeat. And what in God's name is my solar array doing? Oh well. Oh, okay. Turn everything off for now. Alright, gonna have to figure out how to get into this. That's a T-tube. So, if I do these outer two, as sorters, as you see, there's no panels on these. So if I plonk one there and there, the arrows obviously give you your intended direction. Okay. What am I doing? I'm having a moment. I really am. There we go. We get the other one as well. Right, that's everything. Get around that drill head. Go back to the cockpit. Right, we'll type in sorter. So, in this case, we literally don't have any preferences what goes into here. But it's a drilling rig, so we're going to put ore into both of these. And then what we're going to do on each of these is go drain all. And we'll save again, just to make sure that we don't hit any problems. Oh, come on. No, you don't. You are not going to... Right. See if we can find our gold deposit. There's the silver one. Silver mine, sorry. Oh. Need to move the camera. Tell you what, this operation is really difficult, even at the best of times. I know it's a little bit of a cheat, but rather than having to wait till daybreak, which is probably literally a real life hour away, let's at least get it in the hole and then set it back. Then that way we say we did, even if we didn't. Okay. Alright, we've got something moving into the hold from the, I'm guessing from the drills. We'll give it a moment to settle down, but so once our cargo hold hits maximum, hits red, what we'll do is, using our new, sorry, not this red, but at the end of the bar of red, we'll drop the locust system, and we'll take the RSPP, and we'll head back to base. So there we go, we've dropped it. We're free. There you go. What we really need to do is also make a beacon on it so that we can find it. It's amazing, even without the locust system, and still losing altitude. It's foggy as anything because of the fact it's raining like crazy. There's the ground. Alright, there's the base coming into view now. So what we'll do is, whilst we're hooked up, we'll grab the parts for a beacon so we can find the locust. There's our connector. There we go. We'll shut off the engines, all of our systems. There's all that ore being processed. And look at that. Isn't that brilliant? Oh, I tell you what, that could not have gone better even if I had tried. Let's search for the beacon. We want the small grid variant. Drop that in the build planner. I mean, technically I could go through there and find it, but I've already added it to the build planner, so I can just pick up all the bits. And what I can do, I'm just waiting for, now that everything is sorted out, I can now go back into the charge on the battery by pressing 1, which is my recharge on and off. And yeah, I can just leave this girl to charge up until she's ready. There's the camera there. So yeah, I'm just thinking maybe we need to add a camera onto the underside of the locust. Love to be able to make one of those. That's going to take a little bit of time to sort itself out. 71%. At the moment I've only got the one battery. I'm actually trying to think about maybe putting in like a series of like small batteries like in these apertures here, just to like be able to keep more charge, but at the same time I don't want to put in too much weight. But I'm actually quite surprised in how well this works. Might add in maybe some small thrusters, but I'm worried about the fact that that will then cause more weight. Thinking about maybe ditching the ore detector. You know, because at the end of the day, what I should be using, tell you what, we're going to do that. Because now I can't get to the gold and the iron inside of this horizontal mine, at least not easily. What we can then do is we can now nick the ore hound, convert that to ship. Must have clipped on something there, or fallen off a hill. Whoa! Ah! What the? Oh! Nuts. I really could have done without the series of accidents tonight. Basically, what is I instead of using the S key to slow down, I hit spacebar, which is the handbrake, and because of that, the violent reaction of the wheels sent the entire Orehound to flip over forwards. So don't do that. Use the you know, either reverse on your gamepad or the S key if you're on the keyboard. Don't be a numpty like me and do what I just did. Now I've just got to double check what I'm doing here. Right, so this is obviously back before I decided to get the parts together. So a camera and for a beacon. All right. Okay, so oops. Convert to ship. That's a hillside. It's amazing. Something this big and a tree stops it. Okay. Convert that back to station mode. Now, if I'm correct, there we are. So while we're here, before we go and get the third one in. So before we go and get the rest of this wonderful device, where is it? 8. There we go. So make sure we get this the right way around. So like that. I suppose we could weld this up. And then if I can find, there we are, beacon. That way around. And it's occurred to me what's missing. We need a battery to activate the beacon. So in this case, we want that to read locust. And oh, we also need an antenna. Of course we do. So, back to base, antenna, we'll go for a small grid battery, sorry, a small battery, sorry, and then that way we can just well, at the moment we've got the antenna from the Orehound giving us the rough direction to where we need to be, but end of day, all things are said and done, we need to be able to have a little bit of autonomy on this thing. So yeah, so we go battery first. We want the small battery. I don't think it really matters which way around we have that at this stage. And we want the antenna. Yeah, we'll have it pointing upwards. Right. Let's go around here. Broadcast ship name. Oh, so we don't want it broadcasting the ship name. Because at the moment it's just calling it the... What? Why can't I see the antenna on this all of a sudden? Weird. bugger. If I drill out this, I'm going to lose my power cells. Oh, sod it. I'm going to have to for the moment. What I'll do is that the cargo ship should be ready by now, theoretically. So if I create 2 more of these, just to make sure I've got some available for when I do the modification. Because I don't think we need the beacon, I think what we need is the antenna. But we can try that when we get there. Right, so first thing we're going to do is obviously get back to the mining site. There's the locust. Now, one thing I haven't figured out actually is where is the camera in relation to... Alright, so it's literally just one behind. So if I aim for about there, there we have it. We're now reconnected. So for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get down here somehow. There's got to be a good way in there. There we are. Almost a little too much. There's a place I can land. There we go. So the battery in there. Have an antenna. Oh, I'm in the way. There is 7. Oh no, I'm stuck. Alright. Okay. Have to do it that way. Can't believe I got myself stuck in there. Okay. So it'll be antenna 4 now, so we'll call that locust. Can we see it? Yes, we can. Okay. Looks like before I turn this off, a lot of things were being transferred over. So, right. The RSPPP. We do a collect all. No, that's not going to help at all. Alright, they're both on drain all. Why isn't it taking everything from the drills? I'm confused as to why that is not taking everything. And it should be taking everything from the drills into our cargo hold. All lock, all procs. Right, so they are locked up. You can just see them underneath those those three small thrusters. That is annoying. Why is that not taking everything? What have I missed? Sorters are on, aren't they? Sorters are on. But they're not transferring anything as at the moment. Although, saying that, I'm having to hold spacebar to keep climbing, because I don't know whether you can see the meters rating, but I'm losing altitude as I'm going. So basically, at least we now got a way that with the Locust we can drop things off. So we can drop off the Locust array if we need to get back to base and we don't have the ability to get off the ground. I mean, that would be different, I suppose, if we had hydrogen thrusters on it. thinking about this. Ideally, we should have that on a switch lock. There we go. That was dumb of me. Yeah, they did say all off. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. The new and improved Locust system built out of a repurposed respawn pod. There's only one downside to this. If we ever decided to respawn in a new drop pod, most of this would disappear. That's the only downside to this project. However, as you can see, it works. In theory. I mean, there's a few foibles, a few things to still iron out, but in the main, she flies. I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember, join the Society of Angels. Join my channel. Subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Smash that like button. Tap that notification bell, and leave us a nice comment. Hope you enjoyed. Be nice to each other. I'll catch you next time on Arcangulus Gaming.